Good morning and greetings. I want to just, look at something together with you guys today. Is this issue of criticizing the body of Christ in Nigeria, around the world? You see a young man or a young woman, you are not up to 30, you are perhaps not even up to 50, you are not up to 40. You are criticizing the church, criticizing the pastor because he's flying a private jet. When he was fasting and praying and wearing two shirts, where were you? Solomon was so wealthy in the Bible, was so wealthy. According to T.L. Osborne, he said the temple built by Solomon was worth over $8.3 billion or so. The gold that was used. And God crushed it. When poverty has dealt with somebody so much and you do not understand the prosperity of God, the owner of the heavens and the earth, the one who created everything, for in him all things consist, that you think giving his son or giving pastor a man like me now 10 private jet is a big deal? I don't think I need 10 private jets because of the cost implication of maintaining them. I think that it's not because of the cost implication as in, I do not have, or I prefer not to have that kind of money. No. I would love to use that kind of money to bless lives rather than maintaining a jet. But if I can maintain a jet and still have excess money, why not? Why not? People get it all twisted. I'll leave you with this example. There's this minister of God that was in Ukraine. He was criticizing from David Oyedepo. He would jump to what was his name? Our General Overseer of Redeem, Papa Adeboye. From Papa Adeboye would jump. There was a day he started criticizing Christian Akilome, and the guy got my attention. I was like, what's wrong with this dude? Meanwhile, as he was criticizing, that's to tell you how God hates all these things. You spend your time on unnecessary things. The war in Ukraine was coming, or God did not see it. From there, he was seeing all the problems in Nigeria, all the pastors that are going out of order in Nigeria, all the churches in Nigeria that are not doing well. The war was coming in Ukraine, or God did not see it. He has kept quiet now, Abi. He's not bothered about the war in Ukraine. I'm not sure his church was even spared. So listen. When people have the ministry of criticism, you want to be cynical. Oh, who are you? Because they don't allow you to preach in some churches. If your truth is the truth for the now, preach it. People will come to you. You cannot preach to one person according to I've forgotten his name now. The pharmacist who is a big time preacher in Abuja. Is he a nene? His name is up there, but I've forgotten his name now. There was a time when Daddy Breeze, Daddy Freeze was criticizing ministers. Has it not changed? You stop. Because listen, one example you must live with is Saul that became Paul. The Saul of Tarsus that became Paul on his way to Damascus to chastise the Christians. You think you are new, you are new in the business. Anybody, any individual whose ministry is to antagonize the body of Christ, you are not a judge over the church. You cannot be a judge over the church. For anyone to criticize and begin to persecute, because from criticism it comes to persecution, God strikes. Because you are fulfilling the ministry of the devil. You don't know. So if you have not gone far, you have not dealt with issues, go and find out the movement and the agenda of Freemasons. You see that what you are doing is in line with what Freemason is. What you are doing is in line with the agenda of Freemasonry. Go and check the drive of the Illuminati, the agenda of Illuminati. You will see that what you are doing, criticizing the body of Christ, the devil, look, those people don't have business with other religions. They don't question Hinduism or any other religion. Their fight is constantly against the church. You don't know? Go and read. Go and study them. so that you will know where to stand. You will know where to stand. You are not a judge. Even if Samson was written in the book of Judges, was he able to judge right regarding Delilah? Did not fall flat. If you thinkest thou stand, take heed lest he fall. You'll be criticizing. I'm like, come on. The ministry that God has called me into, I don't know about you, but called me into, is the ministry to build up, to raise people, to restore hope, hope against hope, to prosper people, to live in holiness, to live a life worthy of emulation, to live a life worthy of a child of God, that men will look at you and say, these ones are sons and daughters of God. Not to, that preacher, oh, he's not preaching well. That woman of God. I was born in Church of God Mission. I was born in Church of God Mission. There was no drama I did not see. And I lived in Benin. And I was worshiping in Church of God Mission even up until I was in my OND2. The last message, coincidentally, is not pre-planned though. The last message Archbishop preached before he died, I was in church that evening. I just came from school. And then went to church that evening. And when I got to church, that day was raining. I was even looking at him and wondering, Papa has gone biggie. Because then, we used to have these long suits and all that, long blazers. That's what I was wearing, that the milk color blazer. If you go on YouTube, you check that message, last message of Archbishop Benson House. I was there that day. The building just beside the Diable's house, opposite Faith Arena. That's where we stayed. There was a new building there owned by the church. So he was there to preach outdoor. It was an outdoor service. I was there. So I saw drama in Church of God Mission. When government was fighting the Archbishop, people would come, Boni was fighting him and all of that. And even the body of Christ was fighting him. Wow, why are you playing drum? You are doing disco inside the church. Are we not all playing drums now, doing disco inside the church? Archbishop was the first minister of the gospel to bring drums into the church. Jazz band. He was the first minister of God in this country, in Africa, to ensure that prostitutes who got born again were in the choir. People were leaving the church and say, that I shall in the church. No, they can't be there. I'm telling you what happened. But guess what? He was a man of God, chosen by God. So I don't criticize. There are certain things Archbishop did when he went to Olumba. Those of you who have been in that time, 1989, School of Ministry, when OOO came to Faith Arena. I'm not sure some of you have heard that, but I was there that day. When Olumba came and screamed 30 times. And there was a statement Archbishop made before he brought them to the stage. The Olumba that some of you are calling devil. And some of you are thinking, because people are healing Archbishop, now you are healing Archbishop too. I'm sure if your Archbishop was alive, you'd have been criticizing Archbishop. Archbishop brought OOO to church. I was there. And they screamed 30 times. And the reason why they screamed that 30 times, I would say it in one of my videos subsequently. So when I see you can't be under a man like that and not be open-minded. You can't be cynical all the time. You lack knowledge. In Faith Arena, I was in Faith Arena when Bishop Oyedepo started coming. At least I saw him. I'm sure he must have been close to our Bishop before then. But when he started coming, the first time I saw Bishop Oyedepo in Faith Arena was 1987. 1987. The likes of Bishop Hayford Elupetaife. I was seeing all of them. They were coming around. All of them from Duncan Williams, from Ghana. I was seeing all of them. They were coming to church. Even when Chris Okotie came to Miracle Center, Sunday service, Archbishop introduced him to the church. I was there as a child. So, leave Pastor Chris alone, please. He's doing his job. He's fulfilling his message, calling. Leave Bishop Oyedepo alone. Leave Bishop, Daddy Jew alone. Abioye. I hope you know they met. Bishop Benson House met him. Leave Kumuyi alone. Just leave them alone. Do your own, please. Ejo, just do your own. Because I'm saying this because you're attracting curses to yourself. You don't know how close these people are. Go and for as I'm going to sign out here, go and read the story between Miriam, Aaron, and Moses in the book of Numbers. Go and look for it. You're a Bible scholar. Go and look for it. Go and look for it. When Miriam was criticizing and complaining just beside Aaron about Moses, it was God that reported them to Moses. And God said, Moses, come and call 12 of them out of the tent. This is what they are saying. It was Moses that started begging God. Moses was not a perfect man. There was stuff that he did that made God say, okay, don't go into the promised land. And when he continued to pester God, God told me, regarding that matter, stop it. You're not going there. But you will see, but you will not enter. But guess what? That same man, people were complaining about him. His sister. His own sister, elder sister. Says, Moses, God speaks through us too. God said, So I don't understand. Don't stop attracting causes to yourself. Leave the men of God alone. Leave their ministries alone. If you know better, continue. It's a relay race. If God has called you, establish your own legacy. God bless you.